Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday, which means I am back with another cooking video. Today we will be making curry shrimp, which is a fairly easy recipe to make. Not only that, it takes you less than 20 minutes. Like I do in every video, I will be posting the ingredients in the description box below. All right guys, now we will get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is chop up about 5 bulbs of scallion. And before anybody says it, I'm going to say it myself. Yep, I know y'all probably going to rip me to shreds in the comment section about the way I chop up my stuff. But, oh well, now y'all I'm just going to chop up 1 yellow bell pepper. However, you can use red pepper, green pepper, but I just like the flavor that yellow bell pepper gives. So next, I'm going to be using a scotch bonnet pepper and a habanero pepper. However, with the habanero pepper, I'm going to take out all of the seeds because habanero is super spicy and I really do not want it to overpower it. But with the scotch bonnet pepper, I'm going to leave about, I'd say probably about half of the seeds in because I do like that spicy taste that the scotch bonnet gives it. And guys, don't be like me. When you're cutting this up, make sure you use gloves. Because if not, when you go to rub your eyes, I'm telling you, your eyes are going to be on fire. They're really going to be burning. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using a pound of shrimp. And what we're going to be doing now is seasoning our shrimp. What I'm using right now is about 2 tablespoons of all-purpose seasoning. And I'm also going to be using 2 tablespoons of Jamaican curry powder. This is the one that I use. If you do not see it in the video, it will be linked in the description box below. Right here, I'm adding a half a teaspoon of cumin. Do not go heavy-handed on that cumin because it will give it a weird taste. I only use a little bit of cumin in it. And next, I'm going to be using ginger powder. By the way, I added about a teaspoon of ginger powder. Now I'm going to use about a tablespoon of ground coriander. And now I'm adding in about 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Okay, so now that we added all our seasonings, we can just mix everything up together. Okay, so now that we're done mixing everything up, we're going to take the stuff that we previously chopped up and we're just going to put it inside with the shrimp and just mix it all together. As you can see, the spoon wasn't working for me, so I had to use my hands. So one thing I forgot to put in was thyme. So right now I'm taking about 3 sprigs of thyme and I'm just going to put it in and then I'm going to mix that up. All right, so once we're done, we're going to set the shrimp aside for about 15 minutes. I really want those seasonings and all those herbs to just like really get inside that shrimp. Okay, so off camera, I chopped up 2 potatoes because we're going to be using that later. All right, so I got some oil in my pan. I'm cooking it on medium heat. And right now, we are just going to add our shrimp to the pan. Keyword, just the shrimp, not the herbs and all this stuff. You don't want to add that. Just add the shrimp, leave the herbs and stuff inside the bowl. All right, so now that all my shrimp is in the pan, I am going to cook my shrimp for about maybe 3 to 5 minutes. You don't want to overcook it. I'm just trying to make it a little bit cooked, not all the way cooked, because I'm going to take it out and then I'm going to use it later. All right, it has been 3 minutes and my shrimp is exactly where I want it to be. So now I'm going to take my shrimp and I'm going to transfer it to another pot just to get it out my way. So off camera, I just put a little more oil in my pot. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of Jamaican curry powder. Like I said, it will be linked in the description box below if you did not catch which curry I use, because I feel like that's the best curry to use. So this is how I do it. I know everybody else does it different, but I like to cook out my curry on the stove. I feel like when I do it this way, my stomach doesn't hurt as much. Now I'm just adding in about a tablespoon of dry cilantro, which is not as strong as the fresh one. Next, I'm going to add in about 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Don't knock it until you try it. I'm telling you, cinnamon and curry gives it just a nice flavor to it. So now I'm going to add in my potatoes that I chopped up previously. So my phone died and I forgot to get the recording, but all we really missed was me just taking the herbs that was inside the shrimp that I told you guys to leave in the bowl. All I did was put it in with my potatoes, and now I'm just sauteing it. Okay, so now that we have cooked down the potatoes for like 5 minutes, we are gonna add 2.5 cups of chicken stock. So now we are gonna cook down those potatoes until they're nice and soft, and I will be back. Okay, so now that our potatoes are basically done, the next thing we are going to do is add in our coconut milk. Now, I'm only adding about a little bit less than half of a can of coconut milk to it. I don't want to put too much coconut milk in it. All right, so now I'm just mixing everything up. As you can see, my curry is starting to thicken and it's starting to look exactly how I want it to look. I'm just going to let my curry cook out for an additional 2 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, it has been 2 minutes and now I am going to transfer my shrimp into the curry sauce. Now I'm going to let that shrimp cook in the curry for about a minute. Oh, oh, now look at that. You guys can't tell. Now you guys cannot tell me that does not look good. All right, guys, so as you can see, my curry shrimp is done. Off camera, I just made some white rice to go with it. I'm going to plate it and I will be back with the finished result. Okay, guys, and this is the final product. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to not also subscribe, but to hit that notification bell up top. That way you can always get a notification every time I post a new recipe every Thursday. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.